world map shows you where everything is and how to get there. Events, shops, and your safe houses are located in the locations filter, and all the races and photo ticket milestones are listed under the events filter. You can also use the world map during pursuits to plan your escape. Alright, so Sonny has now been beaten, and after I opened up episode 3, I think this is now, we now get to move on to Blacklist member 14, which is Vince Killick, also known as Taz. And we get a message from Rog. New cars and parts. Now that you've beat Sonny, the local shops are going to help you out with parts and upgrades to your ride. There will be new cars to buy too, if you're interested. Remember to choose smart, cause cash ain't always easy to earn. Plan out which cars you want and what upgrades you're going to make. Don't assume you can buy everything, or that... Let me start this over. Don't assume you can buy everything, or that driving a stock car will get you to the top. Taz put out the challenge. Taz just sent me a list of the races and milestones that you need to beat to get a shot at his blacklist position. Taz isn't new to this game, so you're going to have to prove you're ready to race him by winning races, beating the milestone challenges, and racking up more bounty with the police. Taz isn't new to this game, so you're going to have to prove you're ready to race him by winning races, beating the milestone challenges, and racking up more bounty points with the police. Think I can do all that. Anyway, before we do anything else, I'm back at the safe house already. Okay, so we have now 4 race events we need to do. Even though we have 6 altogether, I will make sure to get through each of those. And we have a total of 5 milestone events to now get through. So I think it's fair to say we're going to rack up that 50,000 bounty pretty quickly. However, before we do any of that, I need to get back and save the game before we continue with the rest of this segment. So that is what I will do. On now to whichever day is next, as we will be racing Taz. Alrighty, on now to another day. Hi there. It is another day, and now what that means is we can actually get on with what is now the 3rd episode of Need for Speed Most Wanted 05. And now that we are back in the safe house, we get to look into the second member of the blacklist who we have to take down, and that is Taz. Or, if you're wanting his formal name, well, that would be Vince Killick. So Sonny has now been defeated. Taz is our next opponent. And this is the car he drives. It is, as you would have guessed, a Lexus IS300. And That actually doesn't look too bad. That actually doesn't look too bad for a body kit. And he also has a Flaming Skull vinyl as well. And here is his movie. I may or may not have to mute this for copyright claims, depending on whether YT allows me to actually play the music with no problems. But we'll wait and see. And he originates from Rock Ridge. So that's pretty much our rival cutscene, if you will. And his strength is sprint races. This crazy fool is a major heat score. Blacklist gave him the name Taz. He hates cops, and they hate him. Watch yourself around this guy. He prowls the streets of Rosewood looking for newbies. So we need to complete 4 race events, and we also need to reach 3 milestone events. So this time we've got 5 milestone events to do altogether, and we also have 6 race events. However, because we have a new car now, I figured it might as well be easier for me to simply switch over to the VW Golf that we won last time. And actually, yeah, I am going to change the colour on this thing because, well, I want to. The other reason I am doing this as well because the parts shop, if you will, I have no idea why my steering was veering to the left. But anyway, we are now in the parts shop. And basically, we get things like these. So we get the visual parts, and we can basically change these at any time if we really want to. But there's only one thing I really want to change here. We pretty much have all of the visual upgrades we need. So we've got the engine, transmission, suspension, we've also got nitrous, I believe, along with... oh, okay, we don't have tyres yet. But we do have brakes. And the turbo, I don't think that's unlocked yet. Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, those are all of our performance categories. And I think what I'm going to do in terms of changing this thing up... I want to change this thing to black, because I figure, well, it's easy, it's also cheap, plus, in all honesty, this car actually doesn't look too bad in black. It's virtually unchanged, aside from the white paint job that was on it before. So yeah, I think we should be fine with this. This is probably the only thing we really need to buy. It's only 500 credits. Gonna go to the checkout. That's all I really need to do. And we are leaving. As I am now going to head back to the safe house to quite simply get on with the race events. As I almost get drilled by a minivan. But anyway, let's begin with the race events. So we have 4 events we need to complete. Of course, as you might have guessed, will be doing all 6 events because, well, this is a 100% playthrough for a reason. As we are doing Petersburg, Highway 99 in State, Clubhouse and Hollis. Then we've got Rosewood College, Skyview and Campus, and last but not least, 2 laps around Heritage Heights. So let's begin in Petersburg for 3 laps. After I did a miniature piece of customization, and that will hardly be the last. I figured it was at least... Okay, so we've got a Clio, an Audi A3, and a Toyota Supra? Yeah, that's right, we do have a Supra. Oh, okay, we don't have nitrous yet. I actually did better... Okay, let me start over. That first race, or that first attempt of this race I did, and I have completely fucked myself. And I lose it on the launch. Wow, considering how terrible I did last time, I refer now to the previous try where I hardly went anywhere, aside from just basically getting loose and then slamming into the wall. This time around, however, I get through that shortcut the way I am supposed to get through it. And hopefully, if it's possible, the rest of this can manage to, well, go better. I hope. I did come close on my first attempt, but I have a feeling the main reason I lost is, well, because I did not exactly have anything to defend my position with. And that's kind of where I still am now, but I am prepared to at least see if it's possible for me to win this first race without using nitrous. I can definitely say this first race was a competitive one last time around. And now there is suddenly rain. However, that's okay because I am making sure to correctly navigate my way through the shortcut. And this time by not slamming into the wall. Until now, at least. I'm also pretty sure this car does have a turbo fitted. Didn't really change a whole lot on this thing. The only thing I really changed was pretty much the paint job. because, well, I just wanted a standout look. That's all I really gave myself. And I get caught out by him. Damn it. That was definitely a double whammy. And now the sun is back out again. So one full wet lap, and I basically go... Okay, can I please stop running into everything that's in front of me? And therefore ruining my momentum, please. Just calm down. Let them run their races, and you just run yours. Huh, I actually stayed in 4th gear for a long time there. But at least I'm still in it. I have not dropped out of this race just yet. This is definitely this game's way to say we are definitely entering territory where upgrades are going to be essential. But that's also why I switched over to this thing, because, well, we technically have upgrades already fitted. Okay, so just gotta hope it stays clear from here, and suddenly clouds are back in the picture again, hitting 157 down that backstretch, and I managed to win by 1.4 seconds over Blades. Then we had Lars finishing 3rd, and it was Lightning, not McQueen, finishing 4th. Huh, and I set my top speed on the last lap with 157, and an average speed of 116. Those are my lap times. So Lars was the fastest with... Oh, actually, it was Lightning that was fastest with 165. And his best lap was on the first lap. Let's move on. Let's get on with race 2. I don't think you really need me to bore you half to death.
Yo, it's Raj. If you need any parts or think you got enough for a new ride, head over to one of the shops. I told them you're a friend, so they should be cool. They're on your map. Check it out.
Thank you, Raj. I think now is the time where we need to check this out. Alright, okay. Alright, well that's our first race done. And hopefully we can manage to get this done the right way. Just so we can see what parts and pieces we have available to us. Not those ones. These ones. Well, it is expensive. But you know what? I think I'm gonna need nitrous. And I think the other thing I need for this thing... Yeah, let's get the suspension. I think that's another thing we need. Yeah, transmission, I think we should be fine. Engine... don't really think we need that just yet. Yeah, tyres... Sure. Oh, we don't have tyres yet. Okay, what about brakes? Okay, we can afford brakes. And the turbo, and that's obviously not there yet. Well, it's going to be expensive, but either way, the upgrades, they basically had to be done. And hopefully now I will not be at as much of a disadvantage. So let's now head over to... That's not where I wanted to go. Here's where I wanted to go. Race 2. I said the name of this course before, but I don't remember what it's called, sadly. But anyway, this time we've got a Monaro with an Audi and also a Fiat, I believe. And I got bogged down off the launch. But at least I can say the handling is slightly better than it was before. So hopefully we should be okay with this. I hope. But anyway. And we are a quarter of the way there. And I go straight into the wall. But at least I can recover with nitrous. Which is partly the reason why I'm here in the first place. And also because, well, this sprint race, it's definitely one of the longer ones compared to other ones I have done so far. Which basically means this is currently the longest sprint race I have done so far. And I drain my nitrous tank. However, that's okay, because it reloads. And also because we still have plenty of time to get to the front, and that's precisely what we do. And I go straight into the wall. Completely botching what could have been my perfect shot to take the lead. Oh well, it's fine. I'm honestly not surprised to say that I wound up in the wall. Damn it. Okay. And... Yep. Okay. Just got a few more corners to go. Well, one corner to go actually. And hit a car right at the end, but I still pull it off. I basically won, but I crashed at the same time. Virtually. Beating Turbo Freak to the line in what was more or less a photo finish. Then we had Serum third and Voltage in fourth. Okay, whatever. 2 races down.
Hey, when you're being chased by the 5-0, take a look at your map. You'll see a bunch of icons. These are structures you can use to shake the cops off your back. You just smash into them, instant pursuit breaker moment. If the cops aren't damaged, they'll probably stop to render assistance. Trust me, they work.
Raj, I already know this because I watched the tutorial about the pursuit breakers. Well, I am getting a lot of voice messages recently. But anyway, that's now 2 events down. And we have got another sprint event to do. So, yeah. Let's do that. And this time we got an Audi, a Chevy, and another Audi. And it looks as though my nitrous and suspension upgrades are already working like a treat at this time. But as I would have expected, the racing is just a little bit harder, but that's what I would have come to expect at this stage. We got past the easiest of them, and we more or less managed to beat Sonny with relative ease. And I get caught up in a wreck myself. But you know what? That's okay, because I am still in the lead of this race. I wonder how long it's going to be before the cops show up. And I missed a perfectly good shortcut. Fortunately, there were no shortcuts through there. Damn it. But it's okay. We still have time. We don't have quite as much time. I noticed I popped up on the police radar right there. They could be coming any time now. And yep, there they are. Hey, I managed to pass right before the start-finish line. That's cool. And I finish with a speed of 144 over Robin, Benny, and Wolf. Cool. Okay. Nope, that's another event done. I'm going to assume whatever cop was there, they must not have been bothered about me or something. Okay, so our next one is a circuit race. I think we have, what? One more that we need to beat? Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, might as well get through this one and then I can go back to the garage afterwards. Right, so we got a Merc, a Supra, and I think that's a Pontiac GTO, I see that. And once again, nailing it on the launch. I'm seeming to do that a lot recently, where I actually do manage to become successful in simply nailing it on the launch. It was not what I was expecting at this point. And yeah, I still cannot avoid the understeer. least managed to avoid being the first to die. And it looks like I might just be. Okay. And it looks like the AI are having just as much trouble with this as me, in terms of handling their cars, as I now retake the lead. But anyway, first lap down, and I wind up winning the first lap, as reactive is the first one to be eliminated. Again, I still think it's unfortunate to say that I don't get to see what make and models the AI are driving in this. That is one thing I will admit they were able to do in Underground 2, but they weren't able to do here. So that is one thing I will give Underground 2 credit for. And once again, the soup goes into the wall. I think that's now our second driver most likely out, because he is currently going nowhere. And his name is, I think it's pronounced Wasserman or something. I think that's the right way to say it, as I'm bogging down just a little bit there. But either way, we're still doing okay. And that's a good thing, because that's pretty much what I need to do here. And so, gotta get through this right-hander, and as I downshift, I'm getting very loose on that corner exit. And I think that's the Pontiac that is still with me at this point. Okay, really gotta make sure I do not hit anything. Oh, I just got him. I think that was my top speed of the race as well, 158. As that took me less than 4 minutes. Oh, it was Lee who was in the Pontiac. But either way, I just beat him to the line. And my top speed in that race was 160. I had the fastest car in that race. And my best lap was a 112.4. And it was Lee who set the best overall time with a 1 minute 11.85. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Let's actually get back to the safe house now. Just so I don't attract any unwanted attention with these last two races that we have to do. We have now met our requirement at least, but you know I have to do the other two events for the sake of completion. So we've got these toll booths, and we've got another circuit race. Let's get through Skyview and Campus, and where I am pretty sure yeah, we get a tutorial.
Toll booth racing is our way of proving your actual run times. Let's just say not everyone in the blacklist can be trusted. All you have to do is snag a ticket from one end and race to the other. You have a limited amount of time to get from one toll booth to the next, so keep an eye on your timer.
That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. But it's fine. I think this is where the overall speeds get measured or something. Alright. So we've got a total of 3 toll booths to get through. Oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah, we basically have to reach the sector splits in a limited amount of time, and then as we hit the toll booth, I think that's when our time increases. But anyway, I am here to at least make sure that my first attempt is adequate. And I get 25 seconds added to my race time. I have a feeling this is probably going to be pretty easy for me to work my way through. Might as well use some nitrous whilst I'm here. And hitting a top speed of 174 down the straight. I'm going to assume this must be measured in thirds. Or maybe not. Anyway. 2 toll booths down, and we still have 1 to go. And, yep, that's a wall. As we're now heading past the barn house, I think. And at this point, I think we're doing pretty well, as we're now heading through the tunnel and setting a new top speed, this time of 179. And there we go. I finished the first toll booth event with less than 41 seconds to spare, and an overall time of 1 minute 59.3. Not bad. Probably didn't need to go through the race stats either, because, well, I was the only one in the event. I might consider looking through the sector splits another time, but right now I have got just one more race event to get through. And that is this one. I know this track is called Heritage something. I don't remember what it was called. If you want to know the name of each of these circuit and sprint races, then, well, you can always go back to earlier on in the video where I viewed the events. Right, so we got a Mazda this time, along with, I believe that's an Audi S3, is it? I don't exactly remember. I didn't quite see what the fourth car was. So heading through our first toll booth. And it looks as though we seem to be doing okay at the moment. I did not need to shift up into 6th gear. So we have got YAB along with low ball and Potter in this event. You know, one other thing I actually find to be quite relieving is knowing that the AI in this game can tend to be, in some instances at least, as accident prone as the player may be. Meaning that for almost every mistake they make, you will be able to make that time back up again. And I think at this time, I very much seem to be out in front with a pretty sizable gap. And that is where I will make sure to stand. As we head through the tunnel again for the second and other time. And hitting 175, I went a little too fast there before going into the concrete. I had to reset my car there, or else I would have had to engage reverse. It's a lot easier to just reset the car. It's a lot easier to just reset the car when it's parked at an awkward angle rather than just simply shifting into reverse and trying not to, you know, drill yourself, as I call it. Again, I still don't know what the fourth car in the field was. I'm probably never going to find out. Because, unfortunately, this game does not reveal car models of the opponents we're up against. It does reveal the names, but it doesn't reveal the models. But anyway, on the whole, easy win over Lowball, Potter, and is it Wayebi or something? I don't know how that's pronounced. If you want to comment what the pronunciation is, then I would appreciate it. My top speed in the end was 176. But it was Lowball who had the highest top speed. So basically a case of almost the fastest to slowest cars in terms of top speed. And I had the highest average speed of 121. With my first lap being quicker than my second lap. And the fastest overall time was a 146.63. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Alrighty. So that's all of the race events done. And now we have got some... Wait. How far exactly is the nearest milestone event? Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the safe house. Just to make this easier for me. As we're now back up to 15.5 grand. So yeah, as I said before, all race events done. Oh yeah, Heritage Heights. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to enter these events from the safe house from now on, so I don't forget these. Alright. So we got a bounty event, a cost to state challenge, an infractions challenge, a photo ticket, and another photo ticket. Well, let's get through the easiest two first, because, well, these will obviously take no time at all for me to get through. Plus, since I have nitrous now, I think we should be okay with this. As I set a overall speed of 110. Okay. Where exactly is the other one? The other one is right down there. Yeah, I don't really feel like driving. I'm just gonna make it easy. Oh, 93 was the target speed. And for this one, we need to set a speed of 90. Okay. Alright. How far is it? Okay. Just to be safe, I'm gonna give myself a little bit more running room. Unfortunately, I don't have the rear mirror. Unfortunately, the one thing I don't have is a rear view mirror, which kind of sucks, but either way. Well, I simply mean in terms of a rear view mirror. And wait, what was my target speed again?
Numerous reports of attempted suspects heading eastbound on Chancellor Way. Can I get units in the area to respond, please?
Any other info on that?
I think my top speed...
Suspect's driving a silver Volkswagen.
Oh, okay. Huh. Apparently my VW is silver, not black. I don't think I reset myself in the right position. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna drive to a different point. And now we have the facts on us. And... right, okay. Well, I suppose that means it at least gives me something else to do. Plus I do have a few get out of jail free cards under me as well, just in case.
Copy that, Sierra 32. I've got ground units clearing up and en route.
Well, I kind of figured the feds were going to show up eventually. But anyway, that's pretty much what I'm here to do. I almost went head-on into the wall.
Let's block his lane. Slow this thing down. Stand by. I need all available units on this. Get them going now.
Okay.
Code 3.
Am I going to get more feds involved? It would be nice if I could.
Please update your situation.
Yeah, the other thing with the cops is oftentimes they can show up. They can often show up quite randomly in the game. And I think partly the reason why this game ticks is, well, because with the hot pursuit aspect of the game, you honestly don't expect them to show up as frequently as they do initially, but then as you get further and further into the game, it just becomes second nature, where you are going to have to eventually deal with the freaking cops. Okay.
a unit down.
And
Repeat, we have a unit down.
I have got to make
I
another...
need a quadrant set up on my 20.
Okay.
I've
No.
lost them.
Oh, okay. Well,
Confirming suspect was last seen heading westbound past Boundary Mall. Supervisor confirms quadrant to be set up.
okay.
Units to reference their GPS for position. Stand by for updates.
Well, at least I managed to immobilize one police vehicle. And I completed the infractions challenge, which is one thing. Well, at least I get the bounty.
Hey, what's up? It's Mia. Looks like Razor's keeping tabs on you. I guess he never figured he'd see you again. I like the idea that he'll be looking over his shoulder from now on. Keep laying it down out there. I'll call you later.
Well, I guess Mia obviously thought it was important for us to know that.
Nice run. Alright, here's the deal. Razor's left the borough. He's racing in Rockport. To get to him, you gotta go through the ranks of the blacklist and clean out each area. There's 3 areas known as boroughs. This here's Rosewood. Camden Beach is on the coast, and Rockport is right after it. Unless you have enough rep, you can't get into the next level of racing. To do that, you gotta win. There's no second place here. Just keep plowing through your objectives till you can challenge a blacklist racer. I'll feed you more info as I dig it up. Later.
Thank you, Rog. Okay, anyway. So, how many milestones have we done now? Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, we've done 3 of them. However, we still need to get these other 2. Okay, how far do I have to drive to get to... Okay, let's have a look. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just easier for me to drive over there rather than just do whatever it was I did before. But either way. Okay. I'm gonna go around this way, just because it will be easier. Okay, I know what my target speed is. And I get through there at 111. Wait, what was the bounty score again? I think it was, what? 50,000? Yeah, okay, it is 50,000. Right, okay. So I have done everything except for the... I have done everything except for the cost to state challenge. Well, I suppose I am getting closer. Although, it's not by much. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, so 15,000 is the target.
Dispatch, Sierra 13. Closing on a vehicle.
I gotta make sure...
Stand by while I attempt to stop him.
Okay, I gotta make sure...
Suspect's driving a silver Volkswagen. Moving way
Oh,
above posted
okay.
limit.
I guess I must be driving in silver
All
then.
units advised, exercise caution. Driver matches description of wanted suspect. Multiple outstanding warrants in effect for this party.
It is apparently a silver VW, not a black VW.
Send me some cover.
I could just be
Roger, Sierra
colorblind.
13. Detailing
That's
units
also
now.
possible.
Dispatch, I need 1038. Racer just took out another car. Okay, now. I can't get in there. He's not letting me through. The vehicle is located. We got him here.
Still, I have got to admit, doing 15,000 in damages, that's a lot to begin with. At least in terms of this stage of the game, anyway.
No changes. Still code 3, trying
Okay.
to make him stop.
I gotta make sure that cop doesn't lose me. Okay, not like that. Okay. Damn it. Okay.
He's just a stupid kid.
And... okay. I somehow managed to get out. Alright, there goes one of them.
Stop, repeat negative. He's still mobile.
Now... I have to make sure this pursuit continues. You okay? So, just got another 7,000 to go. That's not how I wanted that to end. But, I guess it's fine.
Hang on here. He's trying to swap paint.
Okay, gotta make sure I don't fall for the roadblock. Okay. Alright, I still need another... okay, right. Okay, we done it.
We got him here.
We got it done. Now I have to find a way to... now I gotta find a way to lose these fools.
Watch yourself. Break wide until this clears up.
I have got fats on my tail. It could be a while before...
BCB closing in on his left
Okay.
direction.
damn it.
I lost vehicle. Minimal time delay. Let's get the squad and go on this.
Oh, I think they lost me.
Members be advised, this suspect was last seen northbound through the Camden interchange. 10-block radius on a quadrant has been authorized by supervisor. Details will be provided on your screen.
And that took me just under an hour of recording to get all the way there. But we did manage to get the bounty we needed. And we managed to put together 4 driving infractions. Okay, not bad. Alright.
Your wins have generated some hype and got the attention of Taz. He's the next blacklist racer. Guy's nuts, and a major heat score, so watch yourself. He's waiting for your call. Later.
Okay, and we can now race Tazzy. Tazzy, by the way, is the nickname only given to him by me. But whatever. Anyway, that's another voicemail message in the box. And we have now reached over 50,000 in bounty. And before we continue with this, I am going to head back to the safe house to save this part of the game, because, well, I really want to make sure I get his ride, like I did Sonny, because I at least want to make sure that I am building up a collection, even if I don't have the money to build up said collection. But whatever. Anyway, that's the first part of this video down, and now we must go and race Taz. Okay, this is now attempt 3 of me trying to see if I can get Taz's car. And the reason for that is, well, because I am still relatively short on cash. That's the main reason for me doing it. And it looks like we are doing the same to sprint tracks we did before. Point-to-points, basically. and I did remove my previous 2 takes because, well, I was unsuccessful in claiming Taz's ride on both of those. And well, the main reason I'm doing this is because, well, I kind of need his car so I can earn more money and then eventually, if possible, I can soon manage to get and then eventually, if it's possible, I can manage to, you know, put together the money which, in essence, will help me get to... which, in essence, will hopefully get me to eventually buying my next car. And my throat is still having trouble trying to stay in position. It always has to feel maladjusted at certain points. I'm probably not the only one who has this problem. And, yeah. Of course, I would run straight into a median. Well, at least I can say it wasn't a pillar. Because that would have been a lot more painful had I run into a pillar. Which, luckily this time around, I do not do. I think I understand the way the mystery markers work now. There is a pattern to the way they work. And I think they typically tend to go basically to the left-hand side when it comes to the mystery markers, just in terms of getting the straight up markers done correctly. There is actually a certain pattern that does, in essence, make it work, but it just depends on knowing if my calculations are correct this time. Anyway, those are your stats. Whatever. Let's now move on to race 2. Rosewood&State again, after we beat Stadium and Highway 99. And yes, I do understand why this car is silver, because, well, I am technically colorblind. Well, either that or it's because the low definition quality is possibly making me colorblind. I probably am just colorblind. Did he literally just slam the anchors on or something? Because I was pretty sure that was what he did. He definitely slammed the anchors or something. There was no question about that one. I was pretty sure he slammed on the anchors when he saw that car, which I suppose is understandable, but he probably wasn't looking in his rear view when he did that. Which I guess is understandable, but, you know. It's fine. Complaints don't need to be made. I still find it easy enough to go around him for the lead anyway. Okay, and I know precisely where to hit my marks this time. I need to make sure I hit the fence, not the wall. When I do that, I go around the water park, and now, and I still hit a wall anyway. Fuck my ass. Oh, there goes another one. Unless I can somehow pull this one back. Okay, and I've got no moss left. Oh, correction, I have just enough NOS left. Because regenerative NOS. And I beat him to the line. By, half a second. Okay. Let's now try and see if we can actually get the ride. So, if my calculations are correct, there should be a certain pattern to the way the blacklist cars are earned. But let's see if one of them works. Is this the right way? Hey! I did get it right this time. Okay. I think I understand the pattern now. They basically go to the left. I think that's how the pink slip things work. Basically, they just, well, move to the left for however many attempts you did. And this time around, because this was my third attempt, I actually nailed it. Nice. And as for the other marker, yeah, I'll choose this one. And we get an extra $12,500 in cash. Nice. Okay. Taz is now beaten, and now we move on to Vic. Victor Vasquez. We will be moving on to him in the next episode.